Newton's laws are a set of three observations that explain motion. They're expressed as the first law, the second law, and the third law. They are either used individually or in combination to explain whether a body is stationary, whether it is moving at constant speed, or whether it's accelerating. And if it's accelerating, they also express a value. What is the acceleration? All of Newton's laws explain motion by looking at the forces acting on the bodies. Let's look at Newton's first law. The first law looks at the forces acting on the bodies and says that if there is no resultant force on the body, there is no net force, if, in other words, the forces acting on the body are balanced, like in this case here, the downward acting force is balanced with the upward acting force, and there are no sideways acting forces. Or similarly, we could say that if this was a body with sideways forces, the leftward acting force and the rightward acting force were also balanced. In other words, they were equal in size and opposite in direction. So if the net force is zero, then Newton's first law simply says that the body will not accelerate. The acceleration is also zero. So what does that mean? It means that if the body was at rest, meaning stationary, then it will continue to stay at rest, meaning its speed will remain at zero. However, it also means that if the body was moving at a particular speed, it will continue to move with that same speed in the same direction. Let us look at the second part of this law. If, for example, a parachutist was falling at constant speed, does that mean that there is no resultant force on it? Yes, because there is no acceleration. And if there is no acceleration, then the net force is zero. That's basically what Newton's law states. So this parachute will continue to move at constant speed downwards when the gravitational force and the air resistance force are balanced, and will not accelerate. If a book is at rest on a table surface, then the two forces acting on it, gravitational and the normal force, are balanced. Newton's second law predicts that it will remain where it is, at rest. So that's Newton's first law of motion.